Just like that, we back for another episode. I think 42. 42. Today, we're going to be chatting about the NBA Finals, NBA Mount Rushmore, UFC White House card predictions, who's under the most pressure, NBA players in the finals or UFC fighters in the White House, and then tying it up with who is the best and your favorite movie villain in superhero movies. But as everybody has seen, I hope, anyways. Have y'all seen that video of that dude who took his shirt off in the parking lot and ran up on the dude and was, yeah, fuck you up.
You
I
and then
wanted
his
to quick.
wife made it worse.
Yeah, not like the first time I seen the video, I thought it was a skit, right? I was just like, oh, people out here having fun, whatever. But then when I saw, like, heard his wife screaming, I was like, oh, this is for real. And I heard the dude in the background say, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. It was his back tattoo too. It was like a tribal back tattoo. He was like, "What's up?"
So my first question is if somebody in just a random parking lot runs up to you doing that, what's your next move?
I think it's pretty simple. You laugh at them hysterically, and then see how far they're willing to go. You just kind of have to see how far they're willing to go. Because
Yeah.
if you thought that was supposed to scare me, brother, it might be a long day for you. And I don't even boogie down like that. You know what I mean? But if I see somebody go, you don't even have your dukes up. You just have your hands on your.
He has his
shoulders.
hands, yeah.
They're like this. Fuck you up. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
first of all, I'm double legging off the rip because you're not gonna defend the takedown in that position. Okay, I watch too much UFC, and like I said, I don't even fight like that.
I take you down and
But
smish.
yeah,
You
like,
smish.
and then I saw another video, kind of like the same type of thing. This dude was on a golf course. He was like, "If you think you haven't met Jesus yet, you're about to shit stack." But he took his shirt off first. He was like, "Ah!" He was like screaming. I'm like, what is that supposed to do to somebody? If somebody gets you that mad to scream as a grown man, you're screaming at another person. You've already lost, bro. Like there's most of the time it's like, all right, come on, like let's throw some hands. It's not a "Ah!"
He's
That's
frustrated, bro. That's what it was. He was real frustrated. And no, I'm joking. For
Right.
me, the homie runs up on me like that, I'll probably pee on his leg. Now you got to. Now I got to see what you really about, pause.
just
Cause
get butt naked, see what's up.
I'm not even gonna get butt naked. Hey, shout out to K-pop, but nah, I'm never gonna bro. I'm just gonna be super disrespectful. I might spit in your fucking face, and then I might
Randy
spit in your
Orton
wife's
style.
face. You said what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Randy Orton style, spit in the face,
yeah.
legend killer.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna see what you about, cause them. I'm intimidated, bro. Them sound effects that you just yeah, fuck you
I
up.
wonder if he used to I wonder if he used to beatbox back in the day and he was like trying to come up with some bars.
Imagine homeboy Ric Flair chops him. Just
I know he bare chested. You can tell he shaves his body too. That's what was weird. It's like what no offense to white people, but you guys have more like genetically have more hair. And that motherfucker shaves, so I don't think he's that tough anyway.
I think he tans because he looked like he was built like Larry the Lobster as far not like big paws anything like that, but like he was real red. Like it looked like
Yes.
either he was on the lake all day, which sounds probably more, or he tans, or both. But Cam, you've been quiet.
I doubt it. I bet he'd probably been mowing his yard all day.
Facts.
Uh, nah, man. As much as I'd like to sit here and say I'd have rocked that fool in his shit, that's y'all know that's not me. So I'd probably just egg it on. I'd probably gaslight the shit out of him. See how far you gonna go with this. But I don't know, man. This dude just gives me Chandler drunk redneck vibes. You know how many times I've seen some shit like that at parties? All of us. Like, dude.
Facts.
No, you
Facts.
won't.
Facts.
No, you shut up. Yeah, I'd be doing some of that.
That's why that guy was laughing at him. He said, "What
Right.
the fuck was that?"
What
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
That's exactly how I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What the hell's happening here?
I was just confused because I was like, who does that? Like, if you're, because he
I
looked
wonder.
frustrated, his wife looked
I,
frustrated. Obviously, something happened. But who? Why run up and just do that? Why not?
What's the origin story? That's what I want to know.
So I
What got
tried to
what
listen.
got this fool fired
Isaiah,
up so much?
I was gonna say, Isaiah, it looks like the way you were about to. It sounds or it looks like you were about to break it down. So go ahead,
So
break it down.
from what I understood, because I did a deep dive on this as well. He posted. I like went down the rabbit hole. He posted on his Facebook after the fact. It was like these were content creators trying to egg me on, and this is not like my character. This is not who I am as an individual. I had a moment of anger towards them, blah 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 blah, whatever the case may be. But the funny thing is like, no, your wife was like cussing them out too. So, and you had your kids with you. I don't think people would sit there and like egg you on if you had your kids with you. It's like if somebody was messing with you, if you're an adult, you should probably ignore them, especially if you have your kids. But he made like a long-winded Facebook post. I didn't read that shit. I just got the gist of it. Like, yeah, these were content creators that were trying to get a reaction out of me for their content, and he just kept using the word content. And I was like, I mean,
Well,
it
he's
sounds like you
content
got
now.
mad. Yeah, he
He's a
is the
meme.
you created it.
Yeah, it's amazing actually. And my like, why would you do that if you're upset? What like go knock the phone out of their hands. Go do something. But what you
Yeah.
did that you chose wrong. I feel like in life you're always given. You come to a crossroads and you have two paths, and he chose the wrong one. I think there was three. He could have just ignored it. He could have made the scene worse to make them leave him alone. But he decided, you know what? I'm gonna take an illegal U-turn at this light, and I'm gonna.
I feel like though, depending on where you're at, I mean, knocking somebody's phone out of their hand could be considered assault, depending on what state you're in.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why you don't go that route. But I mean, the route you chose, just I mean,
Well,
Now
you're
you're
in the
laughing-
parking
you're the
lot. You
laughing
could
stock.
just leave.
of social media. Yeah, that's my thing is I'd have been like, fuck out of my face, and just left. Like, but also I don't understand why people just because I'm the type that like I can play along with the joke. Y'all know that. I don't be getting mad when people fuck with me.
I'd have
Unless
pulled
it's
my
tailored.
ass out. Oh, you
Unless
want
it's
you want some content? I got you. I
want me to
got
pay
you,
some shit for
bruh.
you?
Yeah, here's my balls, man. Put this on your ticker talk. My balls, son. Yeah, nah,
Talk.
we're not like I'm just I get confused when people get gaslighted that easy. And
Yeah.
I know people, especially when you're with your kids and stuff like that, your wife, whatever, you're just not in the mood. You're having a horrible day. But again, brother, smoke his ass. Do something. Or just ignore it, walk away, do whatever you need to do. But like causing a scene when you have your kids, that's just the wrong.
Yeah.
It's the wrong. And my kids are they're never gonna see dad walk up and
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Well, and
No.
I feel like knowing your wife more than the way that I do, I think she would make fun of you if she saw you do that immediately. She would be like, "What the hell was that?"
She would have been
What
like,
was you trying
get in the car. The fuck
your
is
ass
wrong
in
with you?
here."
Yeah, yeah, facts. Yeah, what the fuck? Like, she would have been the one. What the fuck was that? There would have been none of that. Yeah, she'd have been like, get the fuck in the. You're embarrassing us. Get your ass in the car. Shit. But again, yeah,
Man.
no. If I'm walking up to you to confront you like that, it's first just understand. For me. This is me speaking personally. I don't know that guy, so I can't talk for him. But for me, if I approach you like that, brother, it's too late. You're not
Bro.
getting sound effects. You're not getting my hands. Like, no, brother. Herb Dean just said, "Let's get off." Like that.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's over with. Like, yeah, that's what's
I-
happening.
I feel like, and this is gonna very much sound like I'm better than you kind of thing, but I just feel like because if I'm looking at that dude in my mind, he looks probably mid-30s, maybe older, maybe slightly young. I don't know. He definitely looks in his 30s. Anyways, if you're mid-30s and you have kids and you're trying to fight people in public in front of your kids or acting like you are and you're acting I mean, where are you at in your personal life? Like,
Yeah, bro, go get therapy.
I'm not fighting no like brother, I got way more shit to worry about than fighting some punk ass, TikToker or whatever for trying to make a content. Oh,
Yeah.
like unless my family is getting hurt or you insult like my loved ones, like my wife or my son, like I ain't get the fuck on,
Yeah.
move on.
Like I said, I'll
I
just
think
pull my balls out.
Yeah,
I think to
like,
put a button on it, unless that person comes up to you and is constantly putting you in the position to feel like you're threatened to do that, they ain't shit anyway. So
no.
just let them not be shit. It was the same thing that happened here in Moore whenever, a Hispanic person has a flag in the back of their truck and somebody walks up on them and goes, "Well, what's that? Is that in your truck?" And then you're like, "Okay, now you're asking for a confrontation because you're worried about what somebody else has got going on. Leave them alone. Let everybody be everybody. If it's
Yeah.
not
Stay in your lane,
directly
brother.
disrespected, leave it alone."
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can tell he wasn't no athlete because them little side steps he was on his toes. He didn't have a good base. He was probably gonna get
I'm not
beat.
gonna
And
lie, bro. That's the scariest I've ever been watching a
yeah,
video. I was terrified.
yeah,
It
man.
had me shook.
Him running up to the camera like that, I was a little worried. I was like, bro, is he coming at me like that?
Bro,
Bro, you're such a
when he
badass.
flexed and he had the muscles on top of muscles,
I
I was
was
like,
like,
oh
oh
man, nah,
He
shit.
got,
God.
he like he flared his shoulders out.
Yeah, bro. I was like, where's the Power Rangers? I need help.
He had no traps. He
Somebody
had to
give me
flare
that
his shit
flute,
out.
man.
Man, hell yeah. Yeah, I was scared. I was intimidated. I might have had to go get that Yosemite Sam. But anyways, NBA Finals chat, gentlemen, we've seen it. Monday is game 3, I believe. Knicks is up 2-0. Me personally, I didn't think it would be 2-0 Knicks way. I thought it could be 1-1. But I didn't think it was going to be 2-0 Knicks. What are y'all thinking?
Cameron, I will
I
let you go first and
Every
take your time.
game I watch of this final so far has made me hate the Spurs so much more. Because on the last podcast, I said that I could see the Knicks winning. They shouldn't because I think San Antonio is better. But I could see the Knicks winning because the Spurs are so much different when they play the Thunder. And so some of that, I don't know if you call them Thunder goggles or Spurs goggles that I was wearing. It's like Devin Vassell can't hit a shot now. That motherfucker was not missing against the Thunder. Wemby was the fucking monster against the Thunder, and he looks shook and scared. In my opinion, he nothing like he was against the Thunder. Um, I don't feel like Champagnie has played well at all, like he did against the Thunder. I mean, it's just like I've never seen a team hate another. Not I'm not even gonna say another team. I've never seen a team hate another team as much as the Spurs hate the Thunder, and it's just because of the hate that that Victor has for Chet, and because of that, they play the Thunder so much better than anybody else in the league, and it just pisses me off, man. I'm like, God, like they need to find somebody on the fucking Knicks they hate. That's what they need to do because they're a whole different team when they do that. And I just feel like Dylan Harper's the only player for the Spurs that showed up so far. Like, I feel like Dylan Harper's still hooping like he was against the Thunder. Nobody else. Stephon Castle's had some decent games. He's had some decent moments. But
Yeah, he's just been in foul trouble.
Wemby, I feel like, has been terrible. Vassell has been awful. Champagnie's been awful. De'Aaron Fox has been awful. Like, it just...
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because I feel like the Knicks are hot. They figured out something with their offense. And I did say last weekend that I think this matchup is so much better for Cat because Wemby has to stay close to him on the perimeter because he has a quick shot. And Cat's just going right by him, like just running right by him and getting dunks. I'm like, Cat is definitely him, and like I feel like Josh Hart and Alvarado, like they're effort players and they're really good at. They are both like Alex Caruso's to me. So and Anunoby's playing well, but Cat's been the difference maker, and I said that last weekend because Wemby can't just sit in the paint and think and know that, if he tries to load up a three, Wemby can't sit in the paint and think, oh, I got 5 seconds to get out there to block this shot. Cat's got a quick release, so he's got to stay close to him. And as soon as he gets up on him, he goes right by him. But I don't know. It just watching these finals has made me hate the Spurs so much more because they're so different when they play anybody else but the Thunder. Like, it's a night and day different team. Pisses me off. I've never seen a team hate a team so much and play so much better against them.
Hold on a second, because I'm not even gonna go that long. For me, it's easy. Like the biggest thing that I can see from the series is just Wemby playing the Thunder. He knows Chet is intimidated by him. I don't even know if it's as much of them. He just knows that no matter what against Chet, I know I've been busting your ass for years. In the words of Russell Westbrook, Cat is intimidating him. Cat, you can't fuck with me. Yeah, that's Karl Anthony Towns has been killing him, and low key, like my favorite thing about the series so far is that I love to see somebody change the entire narrative about them, and up until this point, Cat has done that. He was looked at soft. He was looked at all of this stuff, and I still don't think that he's the cornerstone of a team, but he showed the moment's not too big. I'm not soft anymore. None of that stuff. And like, it's cool to see. We'll see what's going to happen with the rest of this series. Because I mean, I don't know if the city of New York or Madison Square Garden could handle a sweep. They may burn the city down. It may be horrible for the economy of New York. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm. Go ahead, Isaiah.
So I could attest to some of the things that Cameron was saying. The biggest problem is the Thunder post players. Their 4 and 5 guards aren't as a offensive threat as what Cat has been showing. And Mitchell Robinson, he gets rotational minutes. They do the hack a Mitch thing, but when Cat is in the game, they have to force Wemby out to guard him on the perimeter, and Wemby is playing him too tight. I've said that since the first time they ran like a pick and roll, or they give the ball to Cat outside the 3-point line. Wemby is basically one step away from hand checking him, which all he has to do is spin out of it. Spin out of it. He's already got the first step. He's already going to the lane, and it puts you behind the 8 ball. I'm not saying, be 5 feet from him, but at least give yourself an opportunity to recover it. And he's not doing that at all. One of the biggest problems that I see with how the Spurs are playing is you have to realize that the people that are relied on to be the biggest difference makers in the game, none of them are over the age of 23. So it's a lack of experience. Brunson's been in the playoffs. Cat's been in the playoffs. Josh Hart's been in the playoffs. Like, everybody on the Knicks, like Mikal Bridges was in the finals. Like, the lack of experience on one side of the ball to that, and it's not an excuse because you made it there and you beat arguably the best team in the league in the Western Conference Finals to get there. It's just the moment is it's not seeming too big, but in those crunch moments, they're overthinking their decision making, and De'Aaron Fox needs to probably bring the ball up in that situation, but you can't throw the ball off of the back of Stephon Castle in that moment with the game tied with 12 seconds left. You take a moment to make him see you so he could go get the ball, or you slow down for a second, but they were
call timeout, advance the ball, and then
don't push like that. In the first game, I think it was the Knicks had enough rest. They were in that position to where, like, because Jalen Brunson has not been playing good as far as his shot making. It's everybody else contributing. Hitting a big three with OG towards the end of the game in the first game. OG again in the fourth quarter has been playing great and hitting shots whenever he has that opportunity. Alvarado, he might get into some foul trouble, but at the same time, he is forcing them that pressure that he's giving. And Josh Hart's the same way. Josh Hart has been the best rebounder for the Knicks pretty much all
Since
season.
Patrick Ewing, baby.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much all season. A lot of the things that they're doing is like the other people are contributing in those big moments, and I think the Spurs having the rotation that they have, it's like Dylan Harper can only do so much. De'Aaron Fox is just absent at times. He had a better game too, but you got to hit those bunnies 5 feet from the lane, man. You're wide open. You got to hit those shots. And
Yep.
for Wemby, they try to throw the lobs too much. I think on the offensive side of the ball, he plays better in a flow state of like, oh, he's wide open, dump it down to him, or oh, he's walking into a three, pass it to him, he's probably gonna hit it. But asking him to be your main top dog in scoring every night, no, that's not how the Spurs work because Wemby might have averaged 23 for the season, but there's also games where he has 12.
So I
So
agree with everything you're saying, but if you're the man or you're being asked to be the man, that's what you're remember he's generational. There one thing that I've watched and seen Wemby throughout the playoffs and I've just been like, man, this is kind of weird. Wemby is one of the only superstars in the league that doesn't have he's just can't get the shot he wants. There's long stretches of times where it's like where's your place when the crowd is going nuts and you just need to go get a bucket, where is that coming from? Like we understand with like Shea and Jalen Brunson and those dudes, they're going straight to the midi, they're getting to their spot and they're pulling up to hey shh. But with Wemby, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Wemby also allows too many smaller guys to keep him from getting to the paint.
if they put a hand on him, he's like, "Ugh,
Well,
I have to stretch around
that's-
him. I have
No,
to,
no, because that would imply that the Spurs aren't playing ethical basketball.
Oh, they definitely don't, but nobody does.
Whoa, because that was the narrative against the Thunder.
Yeah, you're letting social media set the narrative.
I'm
The
so,
narrative
so
is their
here's,
ass.
here's my point, and I think Isaiah kind of painted it a little bit. It's because against the Thunder, the youth didn't matter because they fucking hate the Thunder. They had that motivation. They don't hate the Knicks, and you know what the Knicks have? The Knicks have motivation. Why? Because for months now, it's been the winner of the Thunder Spurs series. That's your finals. Nobody's giving the Knicks a chance, and that pisses them off. So they're coming in with an edge. They're not getting punked and bullied by the damn Spurs, and the Spurs don't hate them like they did the Thunder. Like Wemby was like, I just felt like the younger
Well-
guys rallied around Wemby's hatred for Chet. Does that make sense?
well, I think I see where you're coming from, but also it's like when you look at the Thunder team, they score by committee, but if they're not on and J Dub's out, who else can do the scoring other than SGA? It's by committee. With the Knicks, I think the difference is it's like you know that OG can like get a bucket, like you know that
For
he can.
for a series, it's easier for the Knicks because, like for instance, with the Thunder, when Shea goes and sits down, they can go on a 15-0 run to close the gap. Brunson could just not be there for long stretches, and OG will handle it. The OG can go sit down. Cat will give you buckets. Like they have a lot of guys. There was a stretch in Game 2 where Cat, Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and someone else was out, and they were like, "Who's gonna get buckets for him?" And they went on like a 9-0 run, and it's like that's the like. I don't think it's that the Spurs hate the Thunder. I think they do have a hatred and it's a rivalry, but I just think it's a matchup thing. I think the Knicks are bigger bodies. They are all more versatile, and they can do like they're not reliant on, hey, this guy's out. What do we do now? It's a like people forget like Mikal Bridges was a big time player for the Suns. OG was a big time player with what Toronto.
Yeah.
He's a
Like
champ.
these guys are big time players elsewhere. So it's just
And-
honestly, I think the Knicks were a good team before. It was just Tibbs was running them into the ground.
I feel like the difference in the series is like when the games have gotten close, both games 1 and 2, the Knicks have had somebody step up and hit big shots. The game 1 was Brunson and Anunoby got hot, I think, towards the end of the third quarter.
Yes, scorching
And
hot.
he was just hitting everything. Like
He got hot in Game 2 too. He fucked up
Yeah.
my parlay.
yeah. I'm like, and Anunoby's a big wing. So like
He's
You know,
Lou Dort. If Lou Dort could
bro,
score,
bro, like Harper can't. I mean, Harper and all them, they can't just bully their way down to the lane like they were doing. Like Castle against the Thunder was just every time he wanted to go to the rim, he was getting there with relative ease. I mean, because our guards are two way, but the Thunder's guards are skinny and small and can get pushed around. You
Yep.
know, but I don't know. Some other notes, man. I had first of all, I didn't like the game one and play that they drew up. You got 4 seconds left, and you drop a play where Wemby gets the ball on the perimeter. You know, I didn't really.
that's
Why
but
don't
where
you
do
go put his ass around the rim somewhere and just tell him catch the ball high? Don't bring it down. I would live with that more than a Wemby jumper. That's just me.
same.
But also, I have a problem with the Spurs organization allowing Frostbank Center to basically be the Garden for games 1 and 2.
There
I
was,
felt like it was
Anybody
like
can buy
50-50.
tickets, bro.
you know,
It's
but
crazy.
there's
no
there's
way that the Thunder
controversy.
would allow that.
There's controversy around it because people, like, first off, the tickets were crazy, right? Like to get into the
Crazy
game for a while, it was
Yeah.
crazy. But they weren't allowing Knicks fans to buy tickets. You had to people. So Spurs season ticket holders were having to sell their tickets to other people, and the Knicks fans were having to buy. So the Knicks, they were basically reselling tickets to get them into to
Yeah.
San Antonio Stadium, and which is crazy. I think Knicks fans would have tried to take over Oklahoma City because, again, if somebody offers you $90,000 for a ticket,
Yeah,
I'm-
you
You
gonna
also
turn
got
that
to look
down?
at the people that are pulling up to the games, right? It's actors, it's rappers, it's
old NBA
athletes
players, yeah.
athletes in another sport. It's like they got the money.
But that's
And
what I'm
it-
saying. If somebody was like,
if their
"Here's
agent,
here's
calls-
$900,000 for a Loud City ticket," like, bro,
they're
here,
like, "Bet." They're like,
here.
"Bet."
Yeah, but
I'll take
it's
that money.
yeah, it would be. I don't think they would take it over to the extent that they've taken it over. But I mean, it is Spurs or Knicks fans have been
So-
waiting on this for
Bro, 30
Ever.
years since
Ever.
the OJ chase.
man. That's crazy.
Listen, so I could we all agree that Cat's probably MVP after games
Yes.
1 and 2?
Fuck,
Okay.
man, yeah,
So-
yeah, absolutely, for
So
sure.
even with that said, is if the Knicks win, if they win the finals, is Brunson the king of New York? And where is he at in the hierarchy of y'all's New York? Like, where do you think New York holds him in the hierarchy of like their, you know?
Well, look at the history. Look at the history of the Knicks, right? You talk about point guards for the Knicks. You have, John Starks is up there. Walt Frazier is up there. You got, you could argue and say that when Stephon Marbury was there, but outside of that, who is like,
Jason
But I'm
Kidd.
just saying,
Frazier's-
I'm just saying, like, as far as Knicks, I don't
Oh,
think
it's
he's
Knicks?
top 5, just because the amount of help, and we've seen him not really shine as much as he like other guys like that. But bringing a title to New York for New York, I know for New York fans, they're gonna have him at the top. And be like, man, Patrick, you and your old ass, you tricking layups off and shit.
I definitely think just win or not, I think he's a notch above probably Ewing and
I wouldn't say that. He hasn't been with the
Carmelo.
team long enough. He hasn't
Yeah.
been with the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
but I think the reason why is because when they traded for him, it's kind of like the SGA thing. When we traded, they thought Brunson's good. He was pretty solid in Dallas, but who would have thought? I mean, his clutch factor. How many games has he put the team on his back down the stretch and just willed them to win? His attitude, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't take shit from nobody. He don't cower in the moment, and he's
No,
an undersized guard.
I
Killing people.
love him. I love Brunson's game. I remember when the Mavs got rid of him, the two people that were the maddest about it weren't, one of them wasn't even a Mavs fan, which was Isaiah. He was hot. The second one was Luka. Luka was like, man, what? And they were like, man, we don't believe in him. There you go, Mavs. Good job, Buccos.
Well, and
I probably went a
and-
step too far with saying above Patrick Ewing, but I feel like he's
He's
right there with you.
trajectory. He's on the right trajectory. If he continues a career, he stays there long term, and he continues, like, if they win and he just continues to get to the playoffs and keep New York having hope every year, brother, they've showed they can live 35 years without doing anything. He'll be
Yeah.
beloved. He will be very much beloved. But yeah, I mean, moving, I mean, staying with the NBA and staying there, I was curious, and it gets even crazier because this morning, the first thing I seen whenever I opened Twitter is like, everyone has, well, most people have MJ and LeBron as their top two. Who's the third player? Which leads me into who's y'all's NBA Mount Rushmores?
Dude, that's hard. That's gonna be a hard
Pause.
thing. How much time? How much pause? How much time do we have?
Man, we got like 30 seconds. Shit.
I mean, at best, you.
Who's your best four players of all time?
Kobe, Michael, Timmy D, and then the fourth one's probably a toss-up. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So, give me Mike, give me Bron. It's tough for me to say that
I'd probably say Bron is my fourth. My bad.
I would more than like favorites. My favorite of all time is Bean, no doubt. There's some issues with Bean that I can understand people leaving him off, and I will for this. There's no way, shape, or form I'm involved in it. No, anyways, I'm not leaving off Kareem. Kareem he's too great. And I get it. Maybe his bag wasn't crazy and blah, blah, blah. But like when you look at Kareem's accolades and what he did and who he was for the game, I can't leave Kareem off. And then, fuck it. Fourth, I'm throwing Kobe up there. Fuck it. He's back, baby. He's back. But yeah.
A lot of Lakers on this list.
Yeah. Michael, what was you doing, bro? Why didn't you come play with LA? Instead, we got Karl Malone, bruh.
Oh my goodness.
I would probably say Mike, LeBron,
NBA 2K11 Melo.
Yeah, definitely.
He said, yeah.
I would say, oh my God, who the fuck did you just say? Why can't I just went blank.
Kareem?
Brother, I'm the one that went out and
you.
got drunk last night.
Bro, I would say Kareem, and then, man,
Go ahead and
there's
put
like
Tim
three
Duncan
that
in there,
I'll
Bo.
put up.
Put Tim Duncan
Well,
in
see,
there.
I
It's
like
okay.
Tim, and I like
Start
Kobe.
throwing names that you would consider at your fourth spot.
My fourth would I would consider Magic, Shaq, Duncan. I'd probably go with Magic because I feel like Magic dominated the 80s. I feel like Kareem, a lot of the later like his titles didn't happen until Magic got there. If that makes sense. Like he won the one in Milwaukee. He was awesome. Like obviously he's got the numbers and the accolades and all that other shit, but the titles part of his accolades piled up after Magic got there.
Yep.
And I feel like Magic he transitioned to basketball, you know, with his style. So Magic I would heavily consider my fourth, but
I ain't mad at Magic at all.
Shaq I feel like was
Diesel.
bro, the most dominant player for so long. Like I don't know we'll ever see a player that was just physically dominant like that. I mean,
Shaq?
I'd probably put Magic there.
Yeah, I don't think there will be anybody that's as physically dominant as Shaq because Shaq is it's rare to have someone that tall, that muscular, that knowledgeable, and then also have that kind of mindset. Usually bigger guys, we're not going to see it in today's game because everybody wants to stay on the perimeter. But even back then, guys that were the size of Shaq, they ran into injury issues way too much. They didn't have the mindset of like just go dominate, and they really didn't have the skill. Shaq was, man, he would honestly, I see more trajectory. This is going to be a crazy take, but I see more trajectory of Wemby's career looking like Shaq than anyone else. Everyone likes to refer to him as like, oh, he's like LeBron, he's blah, blah, blah. I see it more as Shaq, where he's a good, very good player. He can do all of these big things or good things with all this size and stuff. That's crazy. But I think it's going to take more for him to win. And I think this is Wemby's Shaq against Hakeem in the finals, where it's like, yeah, you're a good player. Yes, you have skills. Yes, you're this. Yes, you're that. You ain't got what it takes, and Carl Anthony Towns is taking you to the cleaners.
Yeah.
And one
For sure. For sure.
for sure.
My guy
Bro, I
cooking, bro.
don't. Whatever the TikTok that's out there of him being sassy on the court, and it's just a bunch of like when he's passing the ball, his looks, bro.
His looks and it's
Oh my
God. Oh my God.
And every time he goes up,
He cooking, bro. But it's like I said, I love the fact that he's able to. I love the fact that he's able to change the perception of him. Yeah, I'm cool with it, right? But gents, let me pull it up, pause, because I haven't really looked at it. We're getting close to Freedom 250, and I wanted to quickly chat and talk about the card and talk about who we think is gonna win. So like, I'll name a fight, and we can just say who we think is gonna win. We don't have to spend a lot of time on the earlier ones. Once we get to the last three, we can go more into depth if you guys would like. But we'll start off Diego Lopez, Steve Garcia. That's the opener. Who wins?
Lopez.
Yeah, I think Diego Lopez should win that fight. Steve Garcia, you're an American fighting on the White House. Get it done.
Look, Stillwater's finest Diego Lopez is going to take this fight, okay? Then he's going to create the launching pad to fight for a title after Volk retires. That's the trajectory, okay?
Okay.
So there it is. Stillwater's finest Diego Lopez.
Bo Nickel, Kyle Dawkins.
I have no idea. Bo Nichols should win this fight. You got to bounce back because you look like shite in your last fight. So this is your time to shine.
Give me Bo Nickel. And remember, like I said whenever we were chatting, I need one lock. One lock from everyone. So whenever we get there, tell me the lock. Mauricio Rufy, Michael Chandler.
Rufy Chandler's just he's gonna give you the best big pause. He's gonna give you the best 5 minutes of his life, and then that boy's gonna run. He's either gonna run out of gas or he's gonna get clipped too much, and it's gonna end probably early second. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. I'll take Michael Chandler. I think that 5 minutes of hell is going to be enough to get her done. Next fight is it's not going to last long at all, but Josh Hokett, Derek Lewis.
I honestly, call me crazy. All right, call me crazy. I think Derek Lewis wins this fight.
You gonna lock it?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock it. And the only reason why I say that is because yes, Curtis Blades and him just duked it out, and it looked like hot garbage there for a minute. Way too many significant strikes. I think Derek Lewis, even though he has a tendency to gas out, so does Josh Hokett, and I think Derek Lewis's power is he has not seen that before. Derek Lewis just needs one. And I think that one is gonna put him down.
Give me Josh. I think Josh wrestles him more.
Hokett, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's an All-American. He's gonna wrestle him.
I think when Derek Lewis gasses out, he like really gasses out. But when Hokett gasses out, he's still throwing. Like he's just throwing wild. Like Hokett to me is like a bigger Gaethje. So I feel like Gaethje empties the tank, but then starts throwing crazy. You know. I think Hokett's just the same deal.
Yeah, I agree. Next fight, which were this last three fights of this small card, Sugar Sean O'Malley against Zabibi.
I haven't really seen Zabibi fight. So I honestly don't know. This is a toss up. If Zabibi has any form of wrestling, I think he wins.
Shit, he does. I'm pretty sure he fights with, or he trains. Is it GSP? Pretty sure he trains with GSP. So he can definitely wrestle, but he's more of a striker. His style is listed as a striker. He's 5'8", so Sugar will have 3 inches. You know what I'm gonna say next. Exactly. He's got some good wins, but he had a split decision over Cheeto Vera. He beat Jose Aldo, Pedro Munoz. He's got some decent wins, but they're all
Mm-hmm.
decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is what springboards Sean back into the title contention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. Cameron,
Cam,
you're muted. Take your time. You're muted.
take your
Unmute
time.
yourself.
Sorry, my screen blacked out. I don't know what the fuck just happened. It just like went completely black. Anyways,
I'll be right back.
yeah, give me O'Malley. I
Yeah,
think O'Malley's hungry for the belt again,
I
and
agree.
I think the last fight against Song Yadong, I think it gave him that winning taste again, that winning feel, that confidence. So I like give me O'Malley.
The co-main event for the heavyweight championship of the UFC. Alex Poton Pereira versus Cyril Gahn. Give me Poton. And I could see a world where Cyril Gahn wins, but I want Pereira to be the first guy in the UFC history to have
Yeah.
or win a belt at 3 different weight classes.
I, as much as I want Poetan to win, I just don't feel like. I mean, I've seen him get rocked a few times. I don't feel like he's got a great chin. He just is so much better, like striker than everybody else he's fought. But when he does get caught, I mean, and I think Gane is big and throws harder than anybody he's seen. So if Gane hits him and hits him clean on the chin, he's not. I mean, if Gane wants to take him down, I think he will. I don't know. I'm gonna go Gane, Cyril Gane.
Give me Poton. I'm locking it too.
Okay.
Locked.
So I'm not trying to get super deep with this pause. The height advantage or the height being even doesn't give of it doesn't help either one of them. I think you're looking at the skill set at that weight. Cyril Gahn is probably going to outweigh him whenever they fight. Will Cyril Gahn actually try to wrestle with Alex Pereira whenever they do fight? If he takes him down, if he's just looking for control, landed strikes to kind of point fight his way to the championship, I don't see a problem in it because if you're just, I don't think he wants to just constantly stand and trade with Alex Pereira. I could see a world where Cyril Gahn wins, but that left hook is dangerous. So
I don't know.
My question
I'm
my question would
The
be,
fucking leg kicks too, man.
yeah,
That
my
Poetan
question
does.
is which fights have you seen Gahn wrestle in?
I think he has the skill set to wrestle. He just doesn't
When
have to.
I think he
we
tried. I think
watched
he
one
was
of
trying with John
we
Jones and got choked. Like,
I don't even
Yeah.
think he was trying. I think he like John just walked him down and choked the shit out of him. I think he tried against Francis, who is not a good grappler at all, and Francis
Yeah.
mowed through his ass. So that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like he may have the skill set. I think Poetan kind of has it because he trains with homeboy. I forgot his name right off the top of my head, but he trains with Glover
Yeah.
Teixeira.
To share.
So
To share. Yeah.
I would think after 5, 6, 7 years of training with Glover, you have a little bit. But again, I don't think it's none of that. I don't think. I think the point
Mhm.
fighting strategy is what Gon is going to do, but it's more because he's a kickboxer. He's going to try to get
Yeah.
in, get out. He's going to try to use his movement. He's going to circle around the cage as Poetan just kind of stalks him down the entire time, and he's just going to
Yeah.
poke at him, boom, boom. And I think it's
Mhm.
going to be a long, methodical. I'm going to leg kick the hell out of you, and then once you can't move, left.
Yeah. The
Get my
left.
fucking bear paws on him.
So good with that left. I'm gonna go ahead and say Alex Pereira. There's
I don't want you on my side. Pick
I
cereal.
just
Pick cereal. Cereal gone.
serial gain.
Yeah. And then the main event. And I don't know if y'all seen the back and forth. I'm a little more excited for this. But Ilya Taporia and Justin Gaethje.
I'm
Ilya
locking Gaethje.
Taporio. Yeah, I'm
I think-
going with Ilya.
I think Ilya's been out for too long, and Gaethje's been fighting. I think that rust is gonna. I also think that Ilya hasn't fought somebody that just goes in there and fucking throws crazy like Gaethje does.
Yeah,
Gaethje's-
he lost to Marcus McGee. That's what Marcus McGee does.
Gaethje said the thing that's gotten everyone beat against Ilya is they get caught going backwards, and he said he's gonna. Now, with that said, you better catch
He
him.
has been clapped.
You
Okay.
better
Yeah.
you better catch him, because if you don't, bud, if you don't, it's gonna be
I
a
feel
long.
like Gaethje is an underrated fighter. You know,
He is.
I I think he's got crazy power. I don't know that Ilya's faced somebody with the power that Gaethje has. You know, he faced Max. Max don't have power. Volkanovski don't have the power that he's fixing to face. And
Joshua Emmett would be the only fighter I
Yeah.
think he had that, and then
and I know he
Duke Bronx.
basically put him in a grave.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I got a feeling for some reason because it's been so long since Ilya and he's had all that like distraction out of the octagon. You know, I feel like Gaethje's gonna be more fine tuned in the fight because he's been fighting. So I don't know. I like Gaethje in the fight.
Just for
I do
reference,
I think Ilya is the better fighter, but I do like.
just for
Gaethje
reference,
in the fight.
in the last time that Ilya fought, Gaethje's fought once, which was against Paddy. Before that, he fought. So Gaethje fought once in 2024. He fought once in 2025, and so far he's fought once in 2026, which was in January. Ilya fought. He hasn't fought this year. He fought once in 2025, twice in 2024, and then he's neither have been very active. I'm going Ilya just because I think Gaethje is very much underrated. I think Gaethje does have the power. The one issue that I see whenever I watch Gaethje fight is he gets reckless at times.
Yeah.
He gets reckless, and I mean, I hope this is the time that Justin finally pushes through and wins. But he's been in those moments way too many times for me to be like, bro, you're gonna push through. Like I hoped, oh man, whenever he fought Khabib, like I think Gaethje is the guy that can do it because he's an All-American wrestler. He can hopefully keep him down, and then he gets there against Duke Bronx. He had Duke Bronx hurt. He like a few times, and I'm like, this is it. Then you get choked the fuck out. So just I want to see him win, especially being at the White House. Show out, but man, Ilya I think is on a different level, and I do agree that he has too much going on outside. I just hope he doesn't use all of that anger in one punch and just
Yes, and that I think that's the difference. Is like, homie went through a terrible divorce. He had to walk away from fighting. He probably would have fought Islam by now if he didn't have to walk away.
nah, Islam's stuck
That,
in him.
yeah, I mean that's true. But at least he would have had the push for that, and Dana kind of could have put the pressure on him.
Yeah.
I think Ilya right now with his skill set and his rise, and even though he took some time off, I don't see anybody that can stay in the pocket with him and be as calculated and to be as crisp with his striking the way that he is. Anytime he's knocked somebody out, it's picture perfect. It's literally picture like his timing couldn't have been any better when he's landed those strikes to put people down. Period.
Yeah, I'm curious. There's one shot that I see Gaethje get hit by. Everybody has hit him with it, uppercut, and
Yep.
even Patty, who has not that much power, hit Justin with a couple of good punches. I think if Ilya can connect on those punches, it's over with.
Do you think that Gaethje tries to get him to the ground?
I
Because the
would,
size difference.
I would,
Ilya's like 5'5".
I wouldn't. Ilya is a black belt Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like
I
he
think
will.
there's a reason why nobody's
Yeah.
tried to get him on the
Yeah,
like
Ilya started in mixed martial artist as a submission specialist. He just don't use it. He's just
He's so
got
calm,
these.
bro. Yeah, he's so calm, bro. He never looks rattled. He never. Some fighters they show it in their face like, oh shit, or their eyes
I-
get big. He's just.
I just see this as a Gaethje winning because of the rust. Not and it's not to say that Gaethje's been fighting, but he's been in the gym and training while Ilya's been dealing with his personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that could be a big factor. And then I see a scenario where Gaethje wins and Ilya immediately calls a rematch. And Ilya wins the next one. with
See,
a full,
and
full training camp and
yeah,
all
I
that.
I also think that this, if Justin does lose, this is it for him. He's gonna leave his
Yeah.
gloves in the octagon, especially if he gets mowed through. There,
Yeah.
so this would be. I don't. It sounds horrible, but this would be the second most embarrassing loss of Gaethje's career because you're in Salt Lake City and you're beating Du Bronx in your hometown, my guy, in front of your people, and then you get choked out, and now you're at the White House and you have a chance to bring the title home, to bring it home, baby. You get beat up again. Like, all right, bro.
Bro, side note, man, all this drama between fucking Strickland and
That's funny.
Gaethje,
It's
bro,
funny.
I love it.
I'm
It's
like,
funny.
whoa.
Hey, shout out to
Because
Thug Nasty
Sean's-
with the submission last night too.
Yeah, that's right. Straight out of Arkansas. I said,
I'm
you
not
know,
mad
he-
at any of these fighters on the White House card. Okay, I'm not. And if they need me to step in, I'll make way.
I'll do it. I'll be able to make. He was fighting out 35 last night. 135.
That's crazy. I think that's probably the best chance he has to win a title. Speaking of Thug Nasty, but
Yeah.
well, actually, I don't.
Because
Yeah,
whenever-
I don't know.
Whenever he was at 145 and he just was getting absolutely rocked. My
When he
God,
fought
I thought
Ilya.
Ilya killed him.
I didn't think Ilya killed him. I thought Joshua Emmett killed him
Yes.
when he hit him
both
and
of
he
those
started.
motherfuckers.
I was like, oh my God, he's dead. No,
He looked like
no.
Macy Barber after she got choked out.
Yeah, that was
That one
was
was
also scary.
horrible,
That was also
too.
scary. Who do y'all think is under more pressure? The NBA players playing in the NBA finals or the UFC fighters, especially the Americans fighting at the White House?
I think it depends on the player. Like, I think Wemby's under a lot of pressure
Yeah,
because people build him as,
the GOAT.
the next Shaq,
Here-
But
But the
UFC
thing is,
fighters,
guys-
it's all on them. It's not like they can have a bad game and be like, oh, that's okay because Vassell hit 9 threes and
yeah,
if they come out like you say Gaethje, if he comes out and just gets fucking body bagged by Ilya, that's all on him.
yeah.
So I don't know. That's
Well,
tough.
The biggest thing too is this is a White House card, and there's a title fight that has two people that aren't from the U.S. in it. Gaethje being the headliner against Ilya, I think there is some pressure on him, and I think he's aware of that. However, he's already done so much in the UFC anyway. I feel like he's just like, hey, I'm just gonna stick to my game plan. I'm just gonna leave it all out there.
Yeah.
I think for NBA players, the difference is it's like the pressure that's getting put on Wemby per se. All right, and I know that y'all are gonna think I'm biased about it.
Yeah, you are.
He's 22. This is the first time the Spurs have been in the playoffs since 2019. The pressure that is added to him, it's warranted, but it's like if his health stacks up and he is on the trajectory that he's on,
Mhm.
this is going to be like he was young whenever he lost. Now he is turned over a new leaf and gotten better and better and better. Like, LeBron didn't make the playoffs his first year, right? Jordan, they scratched and clawed and ran into the Celtics. I mean, Shaq was dominant, but the Magic didn't really get good until they got Penny, and then they were able to compete at a different level. There's a whole lot of pressure that's around him, but I think it's like, come on, like just give it time.
You're supposed to give it time, but again, once you
Yeah.
start getting viewed at, I think if you look at where Wemby's at right now, and then you look at Justin Gaethje, the reason, like the pressure that's added, is because Gaethje at one point was the young fighter. He was the guy, and even though he lost his first title fight, it was like, you're young, you're so good that you're gonna get back, and he didn't, and then he lost, and then he scratched and clawed and got his way back, and
like the
then he
Buffalo
lost.
Bills of the
And
UFC.
good God, don't say that. But then he gets back again, and guess what? This is it for him. So even though you're young and you have potential and stuff, especially in the NBA right now, where there hasn't been a back to back. There's been a new champ every year for what, 8
For the
years
last
or something
8,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. I think the pressure that's put on Wemby is just the NBA reaching for the next true golden boy of the NBA. They've jumped around. At one point, it was hard. And, oh, he's better scorer than Kobe. Then they went to Joel Embiid. Oh, trust the process. Then it went over to Jokic. Oh, look at him. He's won that many MVPs. He's so blah, blah, blah. Then it moved over to Tatum or Brown. Then it was SGA for a while. Now it's that pressure is on Wemby. And it's like, yes, you guys are great. However, I think people need to understand that greatness, and before people even mention those players around names like Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, Michael, like those guys, they need to do it for a longer window than 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But
and on top of that, too, LeBron didn't reach the finals until his 4th year in the league.
was it
There's
his
a
fourth
lot
or
of
his
things.
third?
2007 against the Spurs, he got drafted
Yes.
in 03.
Yes, but that was
So-
the 06, 07, so it was his third.
Okay. I think the difference too is, this pressure that is added to him as an individual player. It's like the Spurs didn't even scratch the playoffs a couple of years ago. He is the difference maker, but right now it's all basketball wise that you could talk about is the run that the Spurs went on, getting to the finals, getting past the Thunder, and so the pressure stacks up per round that you get into the playoffs. It mounts and mounts and mounts. We've seen this before. It's nothing new. So just not trust the process, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like that 41-24 performance in game 1 of the West Finals kind of vaulted Wemby into that. This is the greatest player in the world.
And I don't think he's ready for it.
Yeah, he's young, but I think that's why he has so much pressure. Is like, okay, you had that performance, and I would say that the Spurs dominated the Thunder because for most of the series they led. Thunder went on little runs or whatever, but so you had that performance, then you dominated the series. Now you're in the finals where everybody was basically had already, it's, the winner of the West Finals is going to win the finals. Now you have to go out and win the finals, and you're down 0-2, after home games. That's why I said he's got this pressure because people build him as the greatest player in the world. You're supposed to go win that title now because you got through the defending champs. Now you're down 0-2 and going to New York. But I will pivot and say I think the most pressure between all of it is on two people. Number one, Peloton, because people are ready to bill him as the GOAT. All he has to do is go out and beat Gane, So that's a lot of pressure, in my opinion. And then also, I think Dana White has a lot of pressure, man, for this card to deliver. I mean, it's been billed. It's on the White House. You got a worldwide audience. This thing has been promoted for. Yeah, it's been promoted for a year and a half. And you put this card that on paper is like, this shit's about to be a banger. But if it comes out and flops, you know what I'm saying?
I want to see a bunch of rest. Yeah, I want to see a bunch of just holding people up against the fence and no significant strikes.
If it flops, I'm ready. I'm just ready to
battle.
see the post fight, the pressers with Dana White because he's
Oh
gonna
my
be so
god,
pissed.
bro, he's gonna be.
Yeah, I think it was shit.
I'm cutting everybody.
yeah,
Everyone's
cutting them
fired. Where's Vince McMahon?
Which is crazy because I honestly think it would have been putting it to start at 7:00 on a Sunday for one pissed a lot of people off, and I understand the reason why it's on there. We don't have to get into the weeds about it. That I think it better hit because if you get your fan base to tune in, it's 8:00 Eastern, so it's 7:00 our time. With seven fights in total?
Something like that, yeah.
There's going to be
6 or
there's going to be a mass production of it. So we're not going to get through this card and be done with it by 10.
It's gonna go until like 11:30.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of pageantry before the fights.
Yes,
Exactly. A lot of coverage, all that stuff's going to go into it. So it better deliver. I would love to see everybody get knocked out in the first round because that way I could go to sleep because I got to go to work the next day. I think
even if they do though, just imagine this, bro. Every fight goes a minute 45 seconds. It doesn't matter because the pre-fight package that they're gonna put on is gonna be 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Like it's not gonna be a quick
promos.
They're gonna.
The
It's gonna be
interviews.
crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I remember that if every fight would have been a first round knockout, that card moved so quick. Nowadays, bro, it's a fight. You knock somebody out, and then they cut to commercial.
Man.
They come back. John Anik is talking, and then
They
they
go to the
lead into
studio.
it, and then they go to the back, and then it starts the promo. The promo, like the package is like 15 minutes long, and then after they cut to the back, you see the people walking out. They get into the octagon. It takes two different songs until they even get there. Then you have Bruce
Yes.
Buffer do the intros. Like it's 45 minutes until the next fight, and honestly, that's too long. It's gonna be a long night, bro.
If Josh Hokett doesn't come out to either Kurt Angle's song or Hulk Hogan's theme song,
I'm a
He's coming out to
rebel.
Hulk Hogan. He's coming out to Hogan.
it will be a travesty.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know what's his name already came out to Kurt Angle's once.
Colby
but
Covington.
Yeah,
He's done it a
Covington.
couple times, and it was the first time I heard him do it. I think it was
Fucking
against
lit.
Robbie Lawler, and it was perfect. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Oh, he's genius."
Is
You
anybody
suck.
coming out to Pomp and Circumstance, Macho Man Randy Savage style?
No, but a song I want somebody to come out to like legit is "Eye of the Tiger." I would love for somebody to come out to "Eye of the Tiger" or put on a full Apollo Creed right before he dies. Go ahead. But and then last topic, gents. I was watching a couple of movies, superhero movies, and I was talking to some friends. We're talking about like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, blah blah blah, and just start. Who do you think is the best super villain or villain in a superhero movie, and then who's y'all's favorite?
I think if Heath Ledger's Joker isn't a part of this conversation, we can just stop the podcast right now. Just to
All right, bye. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, just to get the ball rolling. Let's just get the ball rolling.
Well,
And I know
just start throwing some of who you think is the best. It doesn't have to be your favorites, but I agree. I think Heath Ledger's is.
any
I think-
form of the Joker that's played well. Like Jared Leto's Joker was fucking terrible. However, yes, if it's a good Joker, Heath Ledger is probably top tier. Jack Nicholson's Joker was really good at the time.
Yep.
It was a little more slapstick, like comedy with his version of the Joker, but the Joker's got to be a top tier villain of all time. Period.
Yep. Cameron, what was you gonna say?
Darth Vader.
Yeah, I'll give you Vader.
He's one of the greatest. Just speaking on facts, one of the greatest villains in cinema history.
Man, fuck him. He wasn't no villain.
Dude, I
he's
would
a
take
wannabe
Vader
villain.
over any of your people. Thanos can't snap his fingers if Vader force chokes him to fucking death. Uses
Yeah.
one hand of the
Yeah.
force to hold the hand open, and the
Yeah.
other one to choke his ass out. Bro.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. A literal god got his ass whooped by Thanos. I would mention Thanos as one as well. I think Thanos has to because homie literally wiped out half of the population by just hey bud. Then they came back together, formulated a plot, and the only thing that beat Thanos, power of the pen. It's the power of the pen. They wrote it that way. Yeah, I think that. I like Magneto for
Yeah, Magneto's
the older X-Men movies. Like I thought he played them well. I think his power, his connection with Professor Xavier, and then also how he's like one of the only people that can make Wolverine kneel. Like Wolverine was like that, and Magneto's like, "Are you, bud? Because guess what? Sit your ass down now." Sit down. I told you to sit down. You listen
Man,
to your
you know
daddy.
what's crazy? Give me Doc Ock, man, from Spider-Man. I fuck with Doc Ock.
You talking about
I think-
comics? You talking show or you talking the movie? Like the one with Toby.
iterations. Well, the iterations with him, I think, are They're all written very well. Whether you go comics, you go TV shows, or the movie, I think with this new era of Spider-Man, yes, they paid homage to the old version, but I'd like to see like a newer, updated version of him. But because in the Spider-Man show, like Doc Ock was like that, man. He was crazy, mad scientist.
Which Spider-Man show you talking about?
The mid '90s.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's my favorite one. And no, Doc Ock was really like that. He was his like I don't know. He really was like that. The movie that they did with Toby, I think that they were just trying too hard to make it seem like he wasn't really that bad of a guy, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, no, 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 no. Doc Ock was like, nah, this is my research, and I don't give a damn type shit. He wasn't like a scientist that was like, I'm going to help the world and help everybody. He was like, no, I want to do my research, and I'm not going to stop until I get what I want, and I'm going to take it. The booty is mine.
All right, since we went back into the
Wants to
90s
be.
or earlier, give me the Green Ranger and his flute, his
Gax,
dagger.
give me that. And Dragon's Sword. Godzilla, baby. Godzilla. And he was the only person to jump into the Megazord
Yeah,
and
piece
beat
everybody
them
up.
out of the Megazord. Ain't never happened before that. He jumped in and was like, he just swung once, and everybody got punched. I don't know how, but yeah, he just and then love it.
Man, I'm trying to think of.
I'll tell y'all who
I'll give
my
you- I'll give you
favorite.
one that wasn't necessarily the best, but was notable. Goro,
You talking about the OG Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Man, let's go. It took a nut punch, baby, and they had to kick him off a mountain.
Yeah.
God,
By the way, I
trickery.
hate how they off him in the movies. It pisses me off. It's
Hey.
like they don't even let him.
It's
shine.
like a comedic way. It's a comedic way that
Bro,
they kill him.
it
They're
pisses
like,
me off.
oh,
I'm like, they should make this motherfucker look horrifying, and then find some cheap ass way to off him. But they
Man,
don't even
hey,
build him
look.
up, they just off him.
it was that
I-
claymation, man. They couldn't. They were like, hey, just kick him off.
I actually heard that the new Mortal Kombat movie they just came out with is pretty solid.
Yeah, I watched
solid.
the first one that came out a
Yeah,
couple years ago.
I did too.
It was a good start.
I heard the second one is better. I was like, good. Now I didn't get it spoiled for me, but I will say that Mortal Kombat Annihilation broke my young kid heart. You don't kill Johnny Cage 5 minutes into the movie,
Yeah.
bro. That's
That
crazy.
pissed
That's
me
like
off.
Chris Brown dying that early in Stomp the Yard. 17 minutes, bro. What are we doing?
It's the exact same. You don't build the movie around him and kill him.
I'm here to see Johnny Cage. But my favorite, and I was watching it the other day. This bomb is mobile.
Mobile.
Give me a good Bane. The older
He
was it
Whoops everyone's ass.
yeah, was it Batman Batman and Robin, or was it Batman Returns that had the
One
old
of
Bane with Poison Ivy?
Yeah, and they
Where he did-
ripped
I didn't
his
like that
tubes
one.
out and
Yeah.
he downsized. He was
Yeah,
like,
I didn't really like that one. However, Tom Hardy in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yes.
Well,
Do you
they
feel in
had-
charge?
Will you put your hand on somebody's shoulder like that, dog?
He said, "No, I'm in charge. Do you feel in charge?"
Did you
Bro,
do that?
he took Batman's best shot and then fucking folded him.
I've never seen a
Victory has
360
defeated you.
I've never seen a movie where the main character gets sent literally to the gulag.
Facts,
that movie.
facts.
He did a 180 Superman punch, dog. When's the last time you seen that?
Hey, he's and talked shit the entire time.
Bro.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Yep.
I
And
was
then you
born
find
in
out
dark.
at the end of the movie, he
Bro.
wasn't even the main villain.
Yeah, that kind
He
of
was
pissed
just the
me off.
muscle.
I don't like
crazy.
when they ripped his tube out and he was like,
And then he beat up a pillar on the.
bro,
Yeah.
he was piecing that pillar up. That was that beige rage coming out. Of him. That boy was
Also,
pissed.
what kind of steroids did Batman take? Because like, what really changed from him getting basically his back broken, and
Mind
it was his
trap.
mind. Oh, that's what it was. It was his mind. He just believed in himself.
Yes, it was that
Got you.
Mamba mentality, bro.
It was a
You
Mamba
see-
mentality. Okay, yeah. I will. If I get beat up like that, my Mamba mentality is the
The
blinky.
blamer.
Because
It's my M80. It's my M80. That's what it is. The M
'Cause-
stands for M80.
he was, after that is probably still to this day. Besides, whenever the Hulk got beat up by Thor, or not Thor, but Thanos, and was just afraid to be the Hulk again. That that Batman ass whooping, that's an ass whooping, bro. That's an ass whooping. He beat the shit out of him. He beat the mask
When
off of
he
him.
pieced him up. Yes, that's the best part, bro. When he literally cracked the mask and threw that shit. He was like,
He said, Oh, I was wondering what would break first. Your mind? Yeah. Oh, your body. That's the problem I have with it is like you get beat up and he's talking to you the entire, not just talking, he is clowning you. Clowning you.
Bro.
You fight like a young man. Oh. Yeah, he's beating. I am the League of Shadows. And I'm here to
When he shot his fucking henchman and stuck that tracker in his pocket, and he said, "Find him."
fight. Yeah, follow him.
Just pushed him down the fucking well.
Yeah. Bro, I think he's my favorite.
The intelligence behind him on top of what he was doing, right? So he was just in the sewers, like, hey, we're gonna start putting all this C4 under all this concrete. It's gonna be a slow grind. We're gonna blow up a stadium. Heinz Ward still scored. Okay,
That was the end. That was the end of it, bro. Ever since like the Steelers organization, we need Batman back. Like we need him. Bane is running too reckless at Heinz Field or whatever, and we need Batman to come back because it's not the same no more. And really, where was the Ninja Turtles at, bro? He in the sewers. But I know what happened to him, bro. Bane.
he said, "Oh,
Did you?
I like your kung fu."
He said, "I'm here to finish the job at Ra's al Ghul. I am the League of Shadows." Yeah, he was the entire time. Maybe he's wondering why a man would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. What happens if I take that mask off? It would be very painful for you. Oh, here's one. I got a good villain, super villain, if you will. Probably another one of my favorites, Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil is a super villain, bro. Yeah, he's
the goat.
Facts. He's really like that. He's a jackass. He's really stupid, and you know what I'm saying. But remember, he's the one. Like without his money, Starbucks is not a thing. Go back and watch the second one. The Spy Who Shagged Me. That's him. He was time traveling in the 90s.
The 90s, bro.
The 90s.
He brought us gold member.
Facts.
First of all, whenever he was dribbling the bouncy ball that was the globe, he was like, "Oh, okay, number 2, you want to be daddy?" Huh?
Bro,
He was like,
I'm not gonna lie. The globe, I think it was gold member.
And then he
that
shot it.
whole scene is one of my favorite scenes of any movie of all time. He's like, release the meteor.
Oh, he releases it. Oh, God damn it! Guys! Yeah, because what they released the globe first and it lands. Yeah.
Congratulations, you turned into a freaking Jack in the Box.
Release the meteor! It's like, right in the Canadian. God damn it! Guys! Way to go, a-hole! Oh, God's sake. Let me locate my balls. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there are 3.
Okay.
Bro, Dr. Evil is one of the greatest villains in any movie of all time.
Yeah, that's
And
my
M.
guy.
Bison. My last one is M. Bison from Street Fighter, and then we'll call it.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how they do this new movie.
Well, shit, it's already done. We're just waiting for it to come out.
I know how they write him. My bad.
Bro,
'Cause
that-
the dude that's
that-
playing M. Bison is not swole at all.
Yeah, but that cast for the new Street Fighter movie is crazy.
You got
Crazy.
Raheem Rhodes is in there.
Yeah, Raheem is in it. You have
Volk is in it. Jason Momoa, of course, is in it. Oh yeah,
Roman?
Roman's in the new Street
Reigns
Fighter.
is in it.
Do it as acknowledge him.
No, I'm not.
Acknowledge him.
I'm not doing that.
You know, Macho Man acknowledged Roman
You're
Reigns.
gonna acknowledge the OTC, Isaiah.
Yeah, Roman did, or Randy did. It was right after the heart attack. He.
He's oh my god!
Elizabeth.
You guys smell burnt toast? I think my whole left side is going numb.
Shout out to the GOAT. I really do wish that Macho was still alive. He's probably the only dead WWE superstar. Well, there's a few, but like he's the one that I'm like, man, I wish you would have actually got a chance to be around whenever Vince got fired. Just so you could release and tell us, did you really smash Stephanie? Just cause.
I wanted him to be alive because as he passed away, the docu-series about former wrestlers and wrestlers at the height of their fame really started to grow.
Yes.
You know, there's been so many that have came out. Dark Side of the Ring came out, and I'm like, man, I'd love to see him like give his perspective and like have those interviews about what went on, because before he passed away, he really didn't do it. The only time that there's any kind of like interviews with him is like he was trying to promote that rap album and he was like talking shit, and
Be
that
a
just breaks
man,
my
Hulk
heart.
Hogan.
Yeah, I wrote this album because I just don't like Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan outlived him. That's what pisses me off more than anything.
Well, Rick
Not
is still
saying I
kicking.
wanted.
Rick Flair be on Twitter talking
Well
crazy.
then, Isaiah, you should be happy that the last time we saw the Hulkster in a WWE arena, he got booed the fuck out of it
Yes.
like a mother, bro.
It's because he didn't have his running mate,
And then
bro.
he died. And then he
Yeah.
died.
If Macho was there, it would have been different. But all right,
Could
gents.
you imagine? Oh, sorry. I was
No,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
could
No,
you
no, no, no,
imagine
go
if
ahead.
If Macho was alive and they brought Hulk back and like Macho's old ass runs up on him and just beats the shit out of him.
You say like
That's how
Hogan comes out and he tries to put his beer over and everything, and they boo him, and then they play the old do no 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 no, and then he comes out Flair,
On
and then
his-
he
in his
grabs the
walker.
mic. Man, that would be crazy. Oh, Hogan. Now Hulk would do. Let me tell you something, Macho. I think right now, dude, it is a perfect time for Macho and Hulkamania to bury the hatchet. What do you say, brother?
and then we get a nut kick.
And a stunner?
a leg-
Would he hit a stunner?
Yeah.
I could do. I
When
could see.
he hits the stunner and then he subs somebody in to do the elbow drop. Because I don't think he's making
No, if Macho
at that
yeah,
age.
hell no,
He's not
that
making
would
that
be-
trip up.
that would be it. That would be it. That would be it. That would be
You know what's crazy is we sit here and talk about their age and being able to do that shit. But poor Mae Young was getting power bombed off the stage. From the table.
She was like 70.
90.
Bro, no, she was like 80, 82, and they were.
She's I'll take a butt for you, Sonny.
Bro,
Did you
when-
hear? Have you heard them talk
when-
about what she would say in the back? You better lay this shit in, or I'll kick your ass. And they'd be like, "Yes, ma'am." So like,
when
it's a
Bubba
chair
Ray
shot, and she's like,
powerbombed
"You
her
better."
off the
Yeah.
stage through the tables. I was like, oh my god.
I remember looking at my grandma and being like, "Nah, nah, she ain't built
You
like
can't
that.
do that.
Nah, you can't. You're not built like that."
I think
crazy.
it's because those older people are so hardened. I could imagine Mae Young. She probably has kids. She probably smoked cigarettes and drank beer the whole time she was pregnant, and because there was no doctors to be like, "This is really bad." So
Hey,
was
she
just
gave
get
birth
it
to Mark
anyway.
Henry's hand
That's right.
child.
That's right. That's where the Hall of Pain started. We just don't know it.
Yeah, facts. He was so upset, and he was just like, "All right, cool."
I got a
Yeah.
power bomb.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Move.
Now, if Mark
But-
Henry would have ran up on me with the, I probably would have ran away. Yeah.
Oh, facts.
Oh, no
I'd be like,
shit.
"Hey, bro, what are you doing?" Hey,
I would
hey.
think that if he made a step forward and went, "Shh," I'd be like, and then run.
I'd be like, "Hey, your son plays for OU. Hey, easy, bro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Hoover
Yeah,
Center,
sure.
Hoover Center,
Hoover Center, baby.
Hoover Center.
Yeah. Hold on, Mark. Hold on. Can I get a piece of paper? I just want your autograph. Elmer Fudd, baby.
He said, "Call an ambulance," but not for me.
Oh. That's one of my favorite videos. I remember I almost peed on myself, but gentlemen, I want to break it down for the listeners, people that have been watching, listening as of late. We've gotten a lot more watches and views and likes on YouTube. We got a couple more subscribers on YouTube as well as on TikTok and everything. So leave them a message, and then we can part for the day.
I just want to say thank you to all my fans out there, especially all you New England Patriots fans. I just want to thank y'all so much for allowing me this avenue to constantly doubt you, even after the AJ Brown trade. So, shout out to y'all. No, we've been doing this for quite some time. Between the old podcast with Marlon and I, and then we're almost a year into this one, and just continuing to get that traction like we're supposed to, and just getting the engagement from people. We ain't the smartest, but we like talking about it. So keep listening because we're kind of dumb sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. Thank y'all for listening. And you know what I'm saying? Just keep chatting, keep going in the chat, keep leaving comments, keep talking shit, keep acting like I care about your opinion because I really don't. Keep being reckless on comments on TikTok. Please say some ignorant shit. Keep acting like, oh, well, they should never. This is why podcast equipment should. Just because you broke, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because you can't afford it, motherfucker. Go give some plasma. Go do something. Yeah, don't
Hey,
get
man, I've
mad
been
at
down
me.
in the trenches like that
Me
before.
too.
It's triggered.
But don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at us because we having fun. We have a hobby and shit. Like, don't get mad at me, bruh.
Could we do a segment where you read off the comments?
Yeah.
I'm interested. Yes,
Yeah.
we should do that.
Yeah,
It's like
I'll do it.
a mean tweet
Yeah,
segment.
read them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the responses, bro. I've went crazy on TikTok sometimes. I'd be
So
like,
have
yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get kicked off because I've been like I've told somebody flat out, they'd say something and whatever, and I'd be like, okay, well, you're mad at me, and like I'm doing this for fun, and like I'll stack checks on you, put the fries in the bag, bro. Like I don't care. I like ketchup. So do the kids.
Let me get.
I like the
50
engagement on TikTok. I feel like I see more engagement on TikTok than anywhere else. But I
Yeah.
like engaging, especially anytime I give a Chiefs take, bro. It pisses people off.
Facts.
I'm like, I don't fucking care, shit. Like one of them came after the Jags. I'm like, okay, like I know what kind of bullshit I'm in. Like,
Facts.
so that means I can't speak on other
live it.
dynasties.
Yeah, I live
Shit.
it, bro.
Yeah.
If anyone knows what it looks like to go towards the gutter, it's a Jaguar fan.
Facts.
So when I
Facts.
see it, I'm gonna point it out. Like, no,
He knows what he's talking
dynasty's
about.
Over.
Yeah.
No, I'll say the same thing. Shout out to everybody that listens and comments. I enjoy reading through the comments and replying and responding and kind of the back and forth with some of those guys. So, you know, keep doing that. Keep that up. Appreciate everybody that tunes in. Shout out to OU going up 1-0 in the Kansas Super Regional. Hopefully they can make it to the College World Series. And shout out to all the Spurs and Knicks fans. It's to me it's been a fun first 2 games. Hopefully
It
it does
has.
more than 4.
Yeah, my parlays do not agree. But also speaking on people in the comment section, like, bro, you're not gonna rage bait me. Like, and if you're not gonna pull up on me and shut the fuck up, we out.